Hi guys, welcome back to Learning with Miss Liz. Today I have a very special guest who is my very handsome nephew that's going to be helping us today in learning about math. Today we're going to be doing some word problems, and then we're going to have to figure out if it is either a plus or minus that we're going to have to use. Also, how some problems ask us for that missing number that we already know how to find. So we're going to be doing a few examples, and then my handsome nephew Emmanuel is going to be helping me write it up there. As you can see on the board, I have picture it, because with every math problem I want you guys to make a picture just in case that you don't understand or you don't really get it. It always helps to picture it in your head and also picture it in a piece of paper or a whiteboard. And then at the bottom you've seen that I have the number sentence, which is a number. The middle's blank because we still have to figure out if it's plus or minus. And then we have the other number, which all equals or the total number at the end. So today we're going to be talking about adding, which is a plus sign, and then subtracting, which is the minus sign, and we're also going to be looking for that missing number. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to be reading the math problem, and then we're going to figure out together. My nephew Emmanuel is going to also be helping me picture it up there. Remember that your pictures don't have to be perfect because sometimes they take a long time to do. So if you want to draw dots, or if you want to draw circles, if you want to draw squares, whatever works, you guys can do it to picture it in your head. So the first problem we're going to do is Miss Liz had 4 cats. So let's picture that and put it up on the board. It's a good cat. Right, so there we have our first 4 cats. And if you can do me a favor, Manuel, and write the number 4 at the bottom. Perfect. All right, then Miss Liz went to the pet store and got 6 more cats. So as you can see, Manuel wrote the first 4 cats very big, so now we're going to have to make small kitties, which are still cats, so that's okay. And you can do it with another color if you want, that way we can see how many. So now we need to draw 6 more cats because it's saying that Miss Liz went to the pet store and got 6 more. Every time you guys hear the word more, that means you're adding stuff together. So we're using the plus sign. So remember the plus sign. This is what it looks like. So every time you hear the word more, think of the plus sign. So there we have almost our 6 kitties. And remember, if you're not that good at drawing like Miss Liz, you guys can draw either circles or squares or dots or lines. If that helps you, that's fine. So we talked about every time we hear the word more, we're putting the plus sign in the middle. So we're going to say 4 plus 6 equals, and then we're going to have to count them. Can you count them for me, Emmanuel?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
So the number is, or the answer is, or the total is 10. And that is our first word problem. Remember, you guys have to picture it in your head. If you guys cannot picture it in your head, it helps to draw it out. So that's our first word problem that we are going to do. This one said more, so we are using the plus sign for addition. So go ahead and just erase. Yep. And we don't know if it's going to be plus, so we're going to erase that. And now we have to erase all our cats. Alright, so now that we have our board ready, we're going to do the next problem. And it says, Miss Liz got a bird feeder, which is the little thing that you can put outside and it feeds birds. So Miss Liz got a bird feeder, and there was 5 birds on it. So I don't know, Manuel's going to have to draw 5 birds. Let's see if he's good at drawing birds. And remember, if you are not good at drawing, you can draw squares or rectangles or, oh, there you go. Okay. Birds. So we have 5 birds on, well, it's not a bird feeder, but we're going to pretend that that square is our bird feeder and there's 5 birds on it because they want to eat. But Miss Liz opened the door and it scared 3 of the birds away. So what we are going to do is circle those 3 that got scared, please. And then we're going to draw an arrow saying that they left. Good. So those birds left because 3 got scared when Miss Liz opened the door. So that means we have, the problem says how many were left on the bird feeder. So as you can see, Emmanuel already circled the 3 that left. And if you guys can see, if not, if you guys can't see, then Emmanuel can tell you how many are left. How many?
3.
Or those are the ones that left. How many are left on the bird feeder?
2.
2. So we're going to say 5 and then 2. And I did not say the word more. I did not say the word plus. So when things are going away, we are going to think of the minus sign. That means we're taking something away. So 5 minus, and I think the number on the other one was 3 because 5 minus 3 left, because there was 5 birds at first and then 3 went away. So the number's 3, and the total, that's the number of birds that were left on the bird feeder. So the total should be what, Emmanuel?
2.
2. Good. So that is the minus one. When you guys hear taken away or less, you're thinking of the minus sign, this one. Okay? So again, minus sign tells you that you're taking stuff away, or that something went away, or that, I don't know, maybe someone had less than someone. So whenever you hear those words, think of the minus sign. So we're going to clear our board now too. We're going to do 2 more problems, and then after our 2 problems, what I'm going to do is create an assignment for you guys on Google Classroom. I'll post the word problems. I want you guys to either get a piece of paper or even your journals, and you guys can picture it there, and don't forget to write the right number sentence. If you don't know if you're doing it correctly, you can always ask mom and dad or draw the picture. I think that's the best way because it's going to help you see what the problem is saying. So let's go ahead and get started. Number 3. Miss Liz, of course, needed 12 markers for a project. So on this one, it says I need 12 markers. So we don't have to draw those markers, but we can What I'm going to do is just hold off on drawing those for now until I read the whole problem. So Miss Liz needed 12 markers for a project, but she only had 7. How many more markers does Miss Liz need? So first we're going to draw the markers that I already have, because I have 7 markers. So let's draw those, and we can either draw little lines. Those are going to be our markers. We have 7. So how many did you draw?
12.
12. So the 12 that Emmanuel drew are the ones that we need. Miss Liz needs 12, but I only have 7. Okay, so what we're going to do with the 7 that I have is we're going to go ahead and box it in a rectangle up to 7. So let's count 7, and then we're going to draw a box around it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Go ahead and draw the box around it. Alright, so the ones in the box are the markers that Miss Liz already has. The other ones are the ones that I need to make 12. So first, if you guys remember, on a missing number, people give you the total and another number, but they don't tell you the other missing number to make the number sentence. So what we're going to do is, we know that Miss Liz needs 12 markers total. So under total, Emmanuel, go ahead and write 12. Good. Now that I have 12, I know that whatever 2 numbers I put right here are going to be the ones that I need to make 12. So Miss Liz already has 7. So we're going to write the number 7 at the beginning. And then we're going to say plus, because I need more markers to make 12. Good. So now that I have 7 and 12, now we can figure out what number is missing. And we have talked about different counting strategies. You can either take the number 7 and start counting up from 7, so 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, or you can even draw like Emmanuel did, and we're going to figure out what the other number is that makes 12. So go ahead. Can you count them out loud for us so we can know?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So 7 plus 5 is equal to 12. So Miss Liz had 7, but she needed 12. So the missing number that we found is the number 5, because 7 plus 5 equals 12. We're going to go ahead and clear our board again. Thank you, Emmanuel. And we're going to do one more problem with the missing number, but this time we're going to be using subtraction. And I'll kind of tell you how you can know when you are subtracting 2 numbers to find your missing number. And on this one, you can definitely do it a different way. What I like to do is just have the total at the end. That way I know how many I need total. So it says Miss Liz had 16 crayons on her desk, but after lunch there were only 9 on her desk. How many crayons are missing? So first what we're going to do is we're going to say that Miss Liz had 16 crayons. So we're going to draw the 16 crayons on the desk. So those are the 16 crayons that I had on my desk. But after lunch, it says that there was only 9. So again, like the previous problem, we can box out how many we already have. So go ahead, and it says after lunch there were only 9 left. So we're going to box 9 of them for me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Go ahead and box them out. Good. So that's how many Miss Liz has now. All the ones that he wrote up there at first were 16 because that's the number we started with. And what he boxed out was the 9 that we have now. And it says how many crayons are missing. So someone must have taken them, or maybe they fell off to the bottom of the desk. They're just asking how many crayons are missing from her desk to make 16 again. So we know that there is 16 total, so we're going to put the number 16 under total. Good. Now it says that after lunch there was only 9, so go ahead and write 9. Yeah, 9. So we need two numbers that make 16. So Emmanuel is now going to count the ones that are not in the box because those are the crayons that are missing. Go ahead.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Good. So go ahead and put 7 there. And we are putting two numbers together to make 16. So when we're putting things together, that means we are using the plus sign in the middle. And 9 plus 7 is equal to 16. So we know we got that one right. Because remember, 8 plus 8, that is 16. And 9 plus 9 is 18. So 9 plus 7 has to be 16. We're going to erase the numbers on the number sentence, the 16, the 7, the plus sign. And I'm going to show you a different way that we could have done this. So on the first line, we're going to write the number 16 because that's the number that we had. So 16, and someone took some away or some of them fell off. So we're going to write the minus sign. And it says that after lunch, Miss Liz had only 9. So that's the total that she has now. So under total, go ahead and write the number 9. And now we have to find that missing number. So 16 minus how many were left?
7.
16 minus 7, go ahead and write that in, is going to be equal to the 9. Now, if you guys need to make this, to make another drawing to picture this, you guys can. But as far as this one, you can either do it 16 minus 7, or you can add 7 plus the 9, and it should equal 16. So just remember what numbers are where, that way you can find the missing ones. That is all we have for you guys today. I hope you guys liked our picturing it and number sentences, and know that you guys are going to be able to do a great job. Emmanuel's going to say bye-bye.
Bye.
And I will see you guys very soon.